Hey guys, and welcome back to Noob Crate. Today is Saturday, and it's pretty late, and we're looking at all the new stuff on Games Workshop. And they are looking sexy. Check them out. Slaughter Priest and SkullGrinder. Their names say it all. They truly do. Let's go check these bastards out. Okay, on Thursday I was going through the Warriors of Chaos and found that some of the characters have been sold out, and as I expected, they've been rebased. The Skull Reapers are now available on round bases, as well as the Mighty Skull Crushers, who are also now available on oval bases. But you can for some reason only buy them in a pack of 6, putting them at $170, as well as the Lord Juggernaut the Lord of Khorn on Juggernaut, $83 on an oval base, and now the Skylar and Fingrim is now currently on a round base. Rebase characters include Scar Bloodwrath, the Valkyrie the Bloody, an Aspiring Deathbringer, and an Exalted Deathbringer. The two new characters for this week are the Slaughter Priest and SkullGrinder. Let's have a look at this Slaughter Priest. For $50, you are getting a pretty standard model that comes on a, I believe it's 32mm base. Nope, 40mm. And he is shown here. He has a semi-decorated base with him standing on a pile of skulls. He has Khorn symbols around him with nice plates of armor, but only on his legs. He has a large, awesome looking exterior spine armor, if you will, with horns that go over his shoulders. There's an angry ass face and a big ass axe, covered in scars and cuts. This guy is brutal. Let's read the description. Looming over his bloodbound brethren, his face locked into a permanent rictus of raging hatred, the Slaughter Priest is literally swollen with the force of chaos. Demagogues capable of boiling enemies alive with a roared prayer. Their booming chants fill everything around them with mindless rage, causing them to disregard any concept of self-preservation and fling themselves into battle with mindless fury. Slaughter Priests are notorious for gaining their hideous power by drinking the blood of fallen foes. This grisly tribute to Khorn causes their limbs to stretch and bones to harden, turning them into brutal, rightly feared across the realms. As you can see, he's got some detailed pictures of him and his axe and his legs. Quite nice pictures. There is a sprue. He comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 separate pieces, and comes in the new Age of Sigmar style of box. So if we head back and take a look at the also new SkullGrinder, we can appreciate him in his 360 view. As you can see, he just looks like he basically looks like a Khorn version of Bane himself, wielding what looks to be a mace, but you'll be surprised at its power. He has another hammer in his hand and has large as Khorn's face. Sorry, that sentence didn't make sense. His shoulder pads are as large as Khorn's face. Okay, that still doesn't make much sense, but whatever. This guy is bulky and he has no expression. That makes him probably even scarier. Let's go look at... Oh, we've had a glitch of sorts. Wow. Okay, I was in a really presentation-y mood there, guys. I may have been going too a bit quick, but... Are you kidding me? What's going on? There we go. Okay, back into that mood, everyone. Utterly terrifying warrior smiths, who legends say simply appeared out of nowhere, striding from the wilderness with a psychotic gleam in their eyes. The SkullGrinders are hulking creatures that command awe even amongst the most lunatic of Bloodbound. Wielding sacrificial burning anvils at the end of their long brass chains, their arcing swings attack bursts the heads of their opponents instantly, leaving nothing but a faint red mist and some shattered, splintered bone. Each skull dispatched in this way causes the anvil to burn ever brighter until the sheer heat melts enemy armor and roasts unfortunate flesh. This character is something special. I haven't read his rules yet, but he looks like a badass. And here we have his sprue. He consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces. And also comes in the New Age of Sigmar box. Character box, I should say. Also, in today's release, we are getting the Khorn Bloodbound and Khorn Bloodbound Battletome book, also known as a codex, also known as an army book. What GW wants to believe is this is just a nice way to get a good story on your enemies, because they said, well, at least my Games Workshop representative said, oh, you will be able to get all their rules online for free forever. Well, not forever, I guess, just for a long time. And they're not really doing codexes anymore. No, they're doing battletomes. Wait a second, it's the same fucking thing. Shut the fuck up, Games Workshop. Okay, this book contains backstories, history, and everything you need to know about the Khorn Bloodbound, as well as their war scrolls and battle formations. As I said, it's a codex. You can now get the Battletome book for the Age of Sigmar sets, which apparently aren't listed on the pre-order section. How strange. Let's take a look at the Slaughter Priest again. For $50 you are getting a pretty good miniature, who, if I should say so myself, is pretty nasty in battle. You know what, let's check his thingy out. Okay. While we let this load, oh, that's fucking beautiful. Okay. If we check this out, we get the Slaughter Priest. He has a Bloodbath axe. He has 2-inch range, 3 attacks, 4 plus the hit, 3 plus the wound, no random, doing 2 damage. That is a devastating weapon. Description: a Slaughter Priest is a single model. He is armed with a Bloodbath axe, and a ritual cleaver at the height of a ritual cleaver, the height of a lesser man. Abilities: Scorn of Sorcery. As walking avatars of the Blood God's fury, Slaughter Priests share their master's distaste for magic and those that use it. This model can unbind spells in the same manner as a wizard. Blood-fueled prayers. In the hero phase, a Slaughter Priest can pray to Khorn for aid. Pick one of the prayers on the right, and roll a dice, adding 1 to the result if the Slaughter Priest slew an enemy models in the previous turn. If the result is 4 or higher, the prayer is answered, and this effect takes place. If the result is 1, the Slaughter Priest's supplication is seen as unworthy for a follower of the Blood God, and he suffers D3 mortal wounds. Speaking of wounds, he has a 6-inch movement, 5 plus save, 8 for bravery, and 6 wounds. Quite a lot of wounds for a character, despite his blood-fueled prayers. Debuff, debuff, I guess. The Blood Boil is prayer. Pick an enemy unit within 16 inches. That unit suffers D6 mortal wounds. Its warriors screeching in agony as superheated blood jets from their bodies. Holy fucking shit, that is awesome. The Bloodbind spell. The Slaughter Priest fires the blood in his target's veins, urging them to succumb to bloodlust. Pick an enemy unit that is within 16 inches and not within 3 inches of any of your units. All models in that unit must run as far as possible towards your nearest unit, as if it were their movement phase. Okay, so that's a tactic prayer. If you really need someone to get in the open and fuck them up, that's what you do. Keywords are Chaos, Mortal, Khorn, Hero, Priest, and Slaughter Priest. A nice... oh, here we go. More description. towering axe-wielding berserkers, the slaughter priest is a living beacon of the blood god's power upon the battlefield. These foul priests direct their comrades into battle according to the vision sent by Khorn himself, boil their enemies' blood in their veins, and they drive the foe mad with suicidal battle lust. A nice scenic picture of him, looking sexy as ever. Let's get back. I'm going to copy and paste these into a PDF file and basically take all their shit. Oh, and we are currently not responding. This is my computer, everyone. She or he, I don't care, is a complete little shit. Moving on to the SkullGrinder and his rules. Okay, while we load, we look at the war scroll for the SkullGrinder. Trailing sulphurous flame, the chained anvil of the SkullGrinder roars through the air like a dark mockery of Sigmar's twin-tailed comet. The cornate smith swings his mighty weapon in wide, bloody arcs, smashing bone, pulping flesh, and crushing skulls to draw down the blessings of the blood god upon his comrades. He has a 5-inch movement, 4+ save, 8 for bravery, and 5 wounds. His melee weapon consists of the brazen anvil. He's got a 2-inch range, 2 attacks, 3+ to hit, 2+ to wound, -1 rend, and 3 damage. The SkullGrinder is a single model. He swings his heavy brazen anvil with terrifying ease, which he uses to obliterate the blood god's enemies. Abilities, favored by Khorn. Add 1 to the bravery of all mortal Khorn units in your army that are within 6 inches of this model. Altar of Skulls. If a hero or monster is slain by the SkullGrinder's brazen anvil, the SkullGrinder and all mortal Khorn units within 8 inches are blood blessed for the rest of the battle. If a hit roll of an attack made by a blood blessed model is 4 or higher, make 2 wound rolls rather than 1. Holy fucking shit. If you do not buy him, you are a fucking idiot. He is worth 5 wounds if you're playing a wound-based game. He is definitely worth a base if you're playing a base-based game. And he is definitely worth a war scroll if you're playing a war scroll-based game. Once again, let's just get back. This character is amazing. What you need to do is surround him by shitty characters, get him up to a, as it said, monster or hero, fucking obliterate them, and make sure that when you do obliterate them, you are surrounded by your best units, so that they may have that special rule. Such a rule would make them godlike. Okay. If you weren't knowing what I was doing there, I was checking for the PDFs. Okay, Okay, let's see if we can actually sort of cheat the rules a bit here. Oh, yep, we have the PDFs. I intend to, basically, oh, is that on purpose, GW? No, it's not on purpose. Thank the gods. So, this is a look at what the new Battletome books will look like. As I said, they basically are copies of the Codex. As I fucking expected. Alright. While these are available to me, I'll be making my own PDF file for the laptop, so I may have them at home, just for... What's the word I'm looking for? Clarity. Maybe, I don't know. Basically, I just want to have them because they're cool. Because it looks cool, it's aesthetically pleasing. So let's just go to factions. I wouldn't. No, it's only 2.97. Yeah, it's just references you to the entire. And I closed it. Expect me to close it? Yes, you may have saw what I was watching on Netflix. Shut up, you kinky boys. Netflix and chill. No, okay. Let's get back to the point. The Blood Priest and the SkullGrinder. Okay, personal opinion out of 10. The Skull Priest has an amazing stat line. He has nice aesthetics, and he comes in a well-suited base. His price is a bit much, and I'm going to put him at an 8 out of 10. Now let's go to the SkullGrinder. The SkullGrinder is a scary looking model with a suitable sized base. He is amazing, and he also has an incredibly godlike ability, but such an ability has to be used very carefully. He is worth the War Scroll if you know how to use him. Okay, this is what I'm saying to you right now. If you field him in a War Scroll based army, you have to use his special rule. Otherwise you're wasting a War Scroll. It's pointless. That weapon is really good. And that's the thing. His special ability means he should be able to kill a monster, and he should be able to kill a hero. That's what he should be able to do. But if you don't use him in a War Scroll, if you don't use that ability in a War Scroll based army, you've just wasted a War Scroll. If you're playing a based army, or a wound based army, have fun. Have at it. He's only 5 wounds and he's only 1 base. He can murder a bunch of people. Because of that price tag though, I'm gonna put him at a 9 out of 10. Overall, that's 17 out of 20. Putting it at around, yeah. So, Battletome sort of pisses me off, and this week's rebasing has been chaos. Something I'm very excited for, because I've been tempted to buy Scar lately, but I didn't want to buy a base online. So I'm happy to get him. Some nice packs, and some nice rebasing, especially of the Lord of Khorne on Juggernaut, who, if we click on him, is not advertised for a box. Hopefully he will be showing up in store. I doubt he will though. Anyway. This Battletome brings it down a bit. I'm gonna say this week, this is gonna be a tough decision. This week has been alright. It's had some really nice, good new looking characters. Especially the Slaughter Priest and the SkullGrinder. Together they make and they're fucking tall. They're way bigger. Okay, the SkullGrinder is pretty large, but he is bent over. But the Slaughter Priest, it said in the description his bones grow, but Jesus, he's fucking... And he's on the big base, the 40mm base, that's what they are. Okay, I'm impressed. I'm definitely buying that. Yep, actually, $50 for that? I'm iffy. Fuck yes, I'm gonna buy it anyway. Yeah, okay, out of 10, this week has been a 9. I'm happy with this week. Fuck you. If you weren't sure what I was, oh, look how much better that is. Oh, I feel like an idiot now. Wait, how was that before? Oh shit, okay, I apologize. Well, now I know to test the screen. Okay guys, we'll just save this for the thumbnail. It doesn't take its time. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. That next video will be a model review, because I just finished, well, am about to finish. I'm going to finish either today or tomorrow my last Swordmaster of Hoeth. And I can't wait to show you guys, so stick around for that video, and tell me your thoughts on the new models and the new releases in general, the rebasings, and the new Battletomes, especially want to know what you guys think about the Battletomes. Yeah, so stick around for more videos, guys. I'll see you in the next video.